You are allowing so many people and thoughts and information infiltrate your heart and mind and absolutely on your life's goals, dreams, desires, and ambitions.
Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show.
There are dark forces out there fully committed to seeing good people like you fail at your life's goals, dreams, and ambitions. Hey, my name is Bedros Keuilian. Welcome to the Bedros Keuilian Show. This episode is a little scary and it's going to come off like a punch to the gut. However, there is plenty of hope at the end, so hang in there. Now, if you know anything about one of my favorite books, Outwitting the Devil, it's written by Napoleon Hill. Now, Outwitting the Devil was written in 1938. It was published. It became available to us in 2011. And if you read that book, it's almost like Napoleon Hill in 1938 was looking into the future and was telling us on how our lives are going to go in terms of the things that are going to limit our success, our happiness, our life's fulfillment and dreams. And what was true then in 1938 was true in 2011 when the book was published, and it is true today in 2025. And in fact, the premise of Outwitting the Devil is this. Napoleon Hill, as you read through the book, he somehow ends up meeting the devil. He meets Satan. And if I remember correctly, he meets Satan in Washington, D.C. No surprise that he would find the devil there in Washington, D.C. I don't think it's by mistake that he wrote that destination there. And when he meets the devil, somehow, some way, he's able to hold something over the head of the devil where he's able to get the devil to go to court. And he puts the devil on the stand and he begins to cross-examine the devil. Imagine that. Write this book written in 1938 and the author, Napoleon Hill's like, you know what, dude? Now that I found you, Mr. Satan, I am going to take you to court. I'm going to put you on the stand, and I'm going to interrogate you and figure out exactly what it is that you do to limit people's success and happiness and fulfillment in life. So that book was like groundbreaking because as you're reading it, it makes you question everything, the school system, the news, entertainment, TV, media, radio, music, as well as the church. In fact, the reason the book didn't come out until 2011, even though it was written in 1938, is because, quite honestly, his whole family was like, dude, do not put this book out. The wife said, if you put this book out, we're going to be outcasted. The church will hate us. Our neighbors will hate us. Everybody will hate us. And so he made the commitment that until the entire clan dies, the book will not come out. So he asked the people who are managing his estate, he left in his will, once all of us are dead, please publish my book. Hence why the book was so controversial back then and never made it to print, finally made it to print in 2011. But to me, I'm a bit of a skeptical, guys. I'm like, was Napoleon Hill truly like that well versed and understood humanity so well that he was able to tell us how the devil fucks with us, how the devil erodes our dreams and goals and ambitions and life's mission, right? Like, how do I know that Napoleon Hill didn't just make all that up, that conversation with Satan, right? And so because I have a healthy amount of skepticism in me, I was like, you know what? We live in a time now in 2025 where I've got access to ChatGPT, baby. So I'm going to cross-reference everything that Napoleon Hill put in Outwitting the Devil with ChatGPT. And I'm going to say, hey, Mr. ChatGPT, if you were Satan, could you list off all the different ways that you would make someone unsuccessful? And so that's exactly what I put in ChatGPT. And when I did that, some scary shit popped off. And I'm going to read it to you. So I'm going to read it to you exactly as ChatGPT pumped it out. Now, here's the crazy part, right? As I put the prompts in, I said, if you were Satan, list all the ways that you would make somebody unsuccessful. And it went on to say, and I'm going to list all 15 points, but it was pretty cool how it went on to say if someone falls into these traps that I'm going to list off, they likely feel lost, they would feel stuck, they would feel demotivated, never reaching their full potential or feeling truly successful. A lot of these tactics focus on keeping the person from even starting or sticking to their goals long enough to succeed. That's what ChatGPT said as like the starting paragraph of this, right? And then it went on to say that if I were to think like the devil, like Satan, just for the sake of this thought experiment, it's cool to see that ChatGPT has a little sense of humor. Just for the sake of this thought experiment, and I suppose it is a thought experiment, isn't it? ChatGPT went on to say, I'd focus on strategies that would lead someone away from their goals, happiness, and success. Here are a list of 15 things to keep someone stuck in failure. Number 1, feed self-sabotage. Constantly make them question their abilities, second-guess their decisions, and believe they are not good enough. No matter how much progress they make them feel like they'll never be successful. Number 2, procrastination. Always convince them that they can do it later or that there's no rush. Keep them stuck in the cycle of tomorrow so they never actually take action. Number 3, distractions. Keep them busy with distractions, whether it's social media, mindless entertainment, or unimportant tasks. Prevent them from focusing on what truly matters. Number 4, negative people. Surround them with toxic people who are constantly bringing them down, making them feel small, or tell them that their dreams are unrealistic. Under the guise of realism, discourage them from pursuing what they truly want in life. Number 5, fear of failure. Make them so afraid of failing that they never take the risk. Try new things or start new things. The fear itself becomes the prison that holds them back. Number 6, perfectionism. Perfectionism. Convince them that nothing is ever good enough. Make them endlessly refine, edit, overthink, preventing them from ever finishing anything or feeling satisfied with their efforts. Isolation, number 7. Encourage them to withdraw from others, making them feel like they're alone in their struggles and that no one truly cares or understands. Remove their support network so that they don't have people to turn to for encouragement or advice. Number 8, overload them. Overwhelm them with too many tasks and responsibilities so that they can't focus on what's really important. Make them feel like they're drowning in their work with no time to actually push towards their big goals. Number 9, comparing them to others. Make them constantly compare themselves to people who seem to be more successful or further along in life, making them feel inadequate and like they'll never measure up. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian Show. I took some time to go to the local juice stores here in town and I bought all these different ginger, turmeric, and wellness shots. Now they range anywhere from $3.69 all the way to $4.05. And to be honest with you, they all suck. Why? Because they do not have anywhere near the wonderful ingredients of the Trulian Wellness Shot. First of all, to build your immune system and keep your immune system strong, Trulian Wellness Shot is packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And also to help you fight off inflammation, it is packed with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And to keep you hydrated, Trulian Wellness Shots have sodium, potassium, and magnesium. This is the ultimate morning supplement. Just take one packet, pour it in 4 ounces of water, and shoot it, and you're good to go. Best of all, $1.69 per packet instead of twice the price of those other inferior ones. I want you to get 50% off your first 30-day supply. So go to Trulian.com, use my name, Bedros, and you can get 50% off plus free shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and $1 gets donated to Shriners Children's Hospital. Best of all, if you like the Trulian Wellness Shots, and I know you will, like thousands of other people who are part of the Trulian tribe, every month we'll send you a new supply at 20% off free shipping. So go to Trulian.com, use my name Bedros, and get your 50% discount code before it goes away. Back to the show. Number 10, avoidance of responsibility. Encourage them to blame external factors or other people for their struggles, making it easier to avoid accountability and stay stuck in a cycle of helplessness. Number 11, manipulate their emotions. Play on their insecurities and emotions to keep them in a state of stress, guilt, and frustration. Emotional turmoil can make it hard to think clearly and make positive decisions. Number 12, promote short-term gratification. Keep them chasing fleeting pleasures or rewards like instant gratifications so that they can neglect long-term goals and the hard work required for success. Creating false beliefs about success. Number 13, convince them that success should come easily, quickly, and without struggle, when it's inevitably not meant that way. They'll feel discouraged and ultimately quit. Number 14, inconsistent effort. Push them to work sporadically and inconsistently, never giving them discipline needed to make steady progress. This keeps them in a state of perpetual start and stop. Number 15, undermine their confidence. Make them feel like they're always in the wrong place at the wrong time, and convince them that opportunities are for others and not them. Guys, as I read these 15 points out to you, how scary is that? Can you relate to so many of these? Isn't it almost like someone just ChatGPT went into your head and your heart and was like, let me see what these guys are feeling. Let me see what they're experiencing. And then let me just throw it up on this 2 sheets of paper for Bedros to read, right? I asked the devil through ChatGPT what you would do, Satan, if you wanted to kill the hearts and minds of men who want to succeed. And this is the most eloquent, well put together list that the Satan put out. Now, if you're wondering, so how do I get over this fear of self-doubt and procrastination and distractions and fear of failure and perfectionism and isolation and all these things? It's simple. Guys, it's simple. The way you get past all of this is that you understand 2 very specific things. That the thoughts that occupy your mind and the people that you surround yourself with are the biggest determining factors of whether you feel this way or not, right? And so if you surround yourself with people who are negative, toxics, energy vampires, they lack ambition and goals themselves, and so they pull you down to their level of tonality, where now your frequency is vibrating very low at their frequency of a loser's frequency. Let's just call it what it is. When you hang around with people who are like that and suck your energy, suck your time, suck your motivation, suck the living dreams and ambitions out of you, not even intentionally, by simply being around you, and their low standards and their low expectations for themselves begin to set a new expectation in you that, why am I trying so hard? Why am I so ambitious? Why am I so driven? And soon you begin to lower your life's goals, dreams, and ambitions, expectations, and standards to theirs, right? The thoughts that occupy your mind, on the other hand, are just as impactful as the people that you surround yourself with. Because if you're consuming social media and seeing other people's highlight reels, how much more advanced they are. They're 10 years younger than you, and they're driving around in a Lambo, flying around in a private jet. You can't compare someone's year 10 to your year 1. And so if you're like, man, but I'm in my 40s, 50s, and 60s, and I'm just learning all this stuff, self-mastery, self-development, and entrepreneurship, okay, so hop to it. Why get discouraged at looking at someone who's in their 20s or 30s and they were focused for 5 or 10 or 15 years and got after it in life. Or, as you know, most of that shit out there on social media is all false and fake and convoluted and manufactured to make you feel like you're missing out, to make them feel like they're better than you. And so whether those thoughts are controlled through social media, through music, through television, through movies, through radio, through politicians, through the school system, or through church, I said it, or through church, your religious, faith-driven church can instill so much fear in you, can instill so many limiting beliefs in you that you will be discouraged and unmotivated to take any action. Napoleon Hill said it in his book in 1938 when he wrote it, published in 2011. Today, when I asked ChatGPT, the most intelligent source of curated information, to pretend like you're the Satan, like you are the devil, and tell me how you would limit someone's joy and happiness and success in life and keep them stuck in failure. It's the same thing. Napoleon Hill said it. It's the school system. It's the entertainment. Now, back then in 1938, there was no social media. There was no YouTube. I don't know if TV was even around or not. Maybe it was radio. The source may have changed. Movies and music, streaming, satellite, social media. The source might change from print to radio to TV to social media. But the fact that if you don't curate it, and make no mistake about it, there are great churches out there that are motivating, inspiring people to succeed, to thrive, to chase after their dreams, to be ethical, moral, and have values. But I can tell you from firsthand experience, I've gone to a church many, many years ago, right here in Southern California. I won't mention the church. It's one of those big mega churches. That I would walk out feeling like, fuck, man, I guess I'm a loser. I guess I'm a failure. I shouldn't think like I'm somebody big. I'm somebody special, that I'm meant for more, that I'm actually flawed massively and there's no hope for me. Could you imagine walking out of church on a Sunday or walking out of a movie feeling a certain way? What are your next immediate actions in life? They're not going to be anything positive. Or going to school and having some professor or teacher telling you that the economy sucks and the community sucks and there's so much racism and there's so much death and there's so much economic downturn and it's just unfortunate for people because it's hard to get by and food is expensive and gas is expensive and we chose the wrong person as our president. And an influential mind, my friends, absorbing that from someone of authority like a professor, a teacher, a pastor, a preacher. That is fucking dangerous. So when I say you have to curate the thoughts that occupy your mind and the people that you surround yourself with, you have to surround yourself with people who are vibrating at a higher frequency, that are living the goals and dreams that you want in life. You have to eliminate, and I mean unfollow and unsubscribe from the people who you're following that make you feel a certain way, like you're not good enough or their lives are better or that you'll never achieve it, or through their weird fucking social media way of posting, they're cutting you down. You don't fucking need that. Or what about the music that talks about how bitches and hoes? Why? Like, those are women that can be someone's wife and daughter and mother and sister. And so then your outlook on women are bitches and hoes. And so you start going looking for women who are bitches and hoes to then prove to yourself that, see, that's right. Well, there are also plenty of quality women out there who are fucking awesome, who will be like super supportive, not cause drama, bring peace to your life and support you, be your one woman pit crew. But if the message you're getting is that all women out there are bitches and hoes and gold diggers and looking to take you for your money, you are going to go out and find exactly what you're looking for. So curate the people in your life, curate the thoughts that occupy your mind. And when you do, guys, this will completely turn on its ear. And then all of a sudden, you start breaking through your limiting beliefs. And all of a sudden, you start having these massive epiphanies that I can achieve whatever I want. I can stay focused. I don't need to be constantly sucking social media teats, right? I can be the creator of content that motivates, inspires, and pushes people to action. I will build such a big audience that I will then take that audience and add value to their life in exchange for money. Now you change your financial state. You take that money that you made and you begin to serve humanity, the people that you value. You can help the causes that mean the most to you. You know, I tell you that I've got 97 kids adopted through Compassion International. I've got millions of dollars that we've donated to Shriners, and we continue to donate to Shriners Children's Hospital every year. Toys for Tots. Every Christmas, we're buying thousands of dollars of toys for Toys for Tots, through Toys for Tots for kids who otherwise wouldn't have any Christmas gifts to open. And I do that because that's healing for me, for my inner child, because I had a rough upbringing as a kid. But if I let thoughts and people contaminate and poison my mind, I'd never be able to make the kind of money I'm making to be able to have the kind of change and impact that I'm making here on this planet. And I'm telling you right now, guys, you are allowing so many people and thoughts and information infiltrate your heart and mind and absolutely shit on your life's goals, dreams, desires, and ambitions. And if you are willing to curate the thoughts that occupy your mind and surround yourself with some badass people and completely eliminate the losers out of your life, those two things alone can turn these negative 15 points around where Satan is trying to actively hold you down, keep you in a state of failure and frustration. And you don't deserve that. But if you do nothing about it, you will absolutely get that. And it sucks because you only have this one run at life, this one time around on this planet, right? And you want to make the best of it. And I believe you deserve it. I'm rooting for you. I want to see you win. And I would love to see you at Bedros Keuilian Live, May 31st in beautiful Anaheim, California at the fantastic Grove Theater. Write that date down. Make sure you find a way to get out there. May 31st, 2025, Grove Stadium in Anaheim. Guys, if you got any value out of this episode, do me a favor. I want this message to reach as many hearts and minds as possible. And that means I need you to subscribe. 74% of you watching this on YouTube are not subscribed. Those of you listening to it on the podcast platforms, thank you. The best way you can help is by literally leaving a comment and a 5-star review. And when you do that, the algorithms push this out. When you leave comments on YouTube, when you give a thumbs up, it costs you nothing, yet it helps so many other people break the chains that the devil wants to put around us. And I've told you before, by the way, the devil shows up as the opposition. Government, we just want to help you. The devil shows up as entertainment, movies, music. The devil will show up in education. The devil never actively shows up in like a red cloak with horns and this fucking eerie, scary red light behind him and says, I am the devil and I'm here to kill you and fuck your life up. The devil doesn't do that. The devil shows up as benign things, just a little bit of social scrolling to take your mind off things, just a little bit of weed to take your mind off things, just a little bit of alcohol to take your mind off things. But then you start doing it every day. Then you create a dependency. Then you begin to erode your life's goals and dreams. You procrastinate, you put things off, and the failure becomes inevitable. So I love you guys all the pieces. I want to see you all win. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like this, give me the 5-star reviews. Let more hearts and minds get impacted by this episode. And above all, remember this, that average is the enemy, that success is your responsibility, and change can take place in an instant if you are willing to flip the switch. I'll see you next time.